Hey guys, Ryan41 here, and today I'm back with another Minecraft video, and yeah, this is going to be a little different than usual, because it's actually going to be a tutorial, a redstone tutorial of all things. But yeah, so I guess I don't want to, take up too much of your time, so let's just go ahead and get into it. As you can tell by the title, it's going to be a slot machine using the new shelves added in the Copper Age update. So yeah, if we go ahead and flip this lever down, you see our slot machine run. It throws out 3 random items, and if we flip it up, then it has a little reset feature. Which, it's a little bit goofy, but I kind of love it. Because I also like that the hopper isn't exposed all the time. It only is exposed when it needs to be. So yeah, we can run it again, and it is random every time. Currently, I have it set up between 3 items. It's between the dollar sign, the cherries or the sweet berries, and the sevens. And I think that makes it a 1 in 56 chance that you get 3 of the same thing, but much lower to get specifically any given 3. So if I wanted 3 sevens, it would be 9 times rarer, 3 times rarer. I don't know. I'm not a mathematician. But, yeah. So, anyway, I'm sure you're wondering how this works. So, let's go ahead and hit this button, and we can expose the circuitry. Now, it's not the most compact. I'm not the best at compacting my redstone. So, if you can find a way to do this in a more compact way, feel free. But I'm just going to give you a tutorial on how to do this specific version. I believe right now it is set up as a 6 by 17 by... How deep is this? By 7? So, yeah. I did kind of color coordinate these little circuits so that it's easier to tell. And then, of course, we can see some stuff back here, too. So, yeah. I guess without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the tutorial. The materials you're going to need for this are right here in this chest. You need 38 redstone dust, 34 redstone repeaters, 8 redstone torches, 2 comparators, a lever, a button. You don't technically need this, but I would still recommend it. A waxed copper bulb, or really any kind of copper bulb. 2 regular pistons, 2 sticky pistons, 2 hoppers, a dropper, and of course your shelf and your stairs. It doesn't actually matter what kind any of these are. And you can use any color blocks for these, but I'm just going to give you the actual colors for the circuit. So 10 red, 5 orange, 5 yellow, 11 lime, 6 green, 9 dark blue, 12 light blue, 11 purple, 11 magenta, and 6 pink. So yeah, and then for the actual items, I have it set up where it's 3 of the money banner and 3 of the 7 banner, and then 3 of the sweet berries, which represent cherries. But you do have to make sure that they all have different names, because otherwise they'll stack together in the shelf. So I have them as sweet berries, and then berry, money, minoy, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I'll give you a tutorial on how to make these banners at the end as well. Although you could hypothetically put whatever items you want in the dropper. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Alright, so to start off, you can go ahead and place down your stair and your shelf like that, just right on top of each other. And I mean, if you wanted to, you could also put something on top. I kind of like it just like this, but it's up to preference if you want like a slab or a stair or a block or something on top. I think I'm going to leave mine like this though, and we're going to get rid of those because we're not going to need them anymore. So, yeah. And assuming that you're doing this like underground or somewhere with like a wall, this is where that wall would be. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of build it up a little bit to match this other one. And make sure to leave the 2 behind the shelf empty. So we can do like this. We can go ahead and take out our dropper, place it right behind the stair facing upwards, and then place our hopper, one of our hoppers, facing into the shelf like that. And we're not going to need any more droppers, but I am going to put that up like that. Take your lever, put it 2 blocks to the right of your shelf. And yeah, next up, we're going to go ahead and dig out this area below. So from this wall, you're going to want to go back 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then dig down 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then go forward 16 more. So it's 17 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And just go ahead and dig out that whole area. And once you're done with that, we can actually leave these blocks up here. You don't need to. You can just replace them later if you already broke them. That's whatever. But for right now, what I am going to do is destroy the ones behind the wall. So all of these need to go. And we're going to end up putting some, circuits and shit back here. So yeah. Now what I like to do, like I had on my other one, is kind of give it a little sidewall. Assuming it's going to be a freestanding structure like I have it, you want extra walls. So we're going to do like this. And you can actually leave this one empty just so we can get in and out. If you do put a ceiling, you don't need to. It's kind of a preference thing. But like you can see, I have a door here. And I'm not going to put a door right now, but yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this away. We can take out our dark green concrete. And so our lever is on this block. That's this block right here. We're going to put green concrete 1 block down from that. 2 up like that. 1 here. And then 2 like that. And that's all we need from that. And we can go ahead and take out redstone repeater. Put it here on 1 tick. And then put 1 here on 4 ticks. Redstone dust. Put 1 here. 2 there. Redstone torch. Put 1 here. And 1 here. And then we can go ahead and switch over to our lime circuit. And we can put 1 directly next to this dropper. Put 2 here. Put 3 like that. We're going to have 2 down 1 block like this. And then we're going to do 3 more right here. 1, 2, 3. So it should look something like that. And now we can go ahead and take out our redstone dust again. Put 2 like that and 2 like that. And then take out your repeaters and do 1 on 1 tick right there. 1 on 1 tick right there. 1 on 2 ticks right here. And then 1 on 4 ticks. 1 on 4 ticks. And 1 on 4 ticks. So it should look something like this. And this is our mechanism to actually spit the items into the shelf, but you'll see that when it's actually done and set up. So yeah, we can go ahead and switch to our yellow circuit. That's going to be down here. So go ahead and put your first block like this, and then we're going to go down diagonally 2 more, like so. And then we're going to go down 2 more this direction. So it should look something like that. And go ahead and put redstone dust on top of all of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put a torch right there. And that's all we need for our yellow. We can go ahead and switch to orange. And we're going to put 1 right here, right next to this torch. And then we're going to do kind of an L shape like that. So that's all 5 orange. Get rid of that. We can take out our redstone dust and put 1 here, and then 2 here like that. Take out your repeaters and do 2 like that, both on 4 ticks of delay. And then we can go ahead and switch to our red circuit, where we're going to have 2 like that, and then we're going to come down this way and do 3 like that. And then 3 on the ground. And then we're going to come upwards and do 2 like that. So it should look something like this. Well, ideally it should look exactly like this, but, And we can go ahead and actually take out our button, which I'm using a polished blackstone button. I would recommend some form of stone button, so either stone, polished blackstone. I think those are the only options, but go ahead and put that right there. And this is just kind of for testing purposes, but it is still nice to have just in general. So next up, we can go ahead and put a redstone torch here and a redstone torch here. Put a redstone repeater like that on one tick, another one here on one tick, and then take out redstone dust and put it on top of the rest of the red. All right. And then next up, we're going to go ahead and switch to our pink circuit. So we take this, we're going to come up right next to this repeater and do a little corner shape like that, and then go up one like that. Make sure it's 2, and one more like that. So it should look like this. Go ahead and get rid of the pink. We're going to do our purple next, but first we need to go ahead and put our redstone on here. So go ahead and put 4 like that, and then put a repeater on 4 ticks. And we're going to go ahead and take out our copper bulb and put it right there. So it should be turned on. And that's all we're going to need for that. Next up, we're going to take out our purple concrete. And we're going to do one here, one here, one here. And then, let's see, go ahead and make this into a little corner shape like so. And then we're going to have a block come up like this. And then skip a block. And we're going to make this into 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more going up. So we should have 4, one coming up over here, and then a little corner with one coming up, and one with one coming up. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and grab our magenta concrete just for our next circuit, but we'll do that in a moment. First, we need to take our comparator and make sure it's facing out of the bulb into this. Put a redstone torch like that. Put 3 redstone dust. Oh, nope, I lied. Sorry, put 2 redstone dust and a repeater here on one tick. Another dust on top here. A torch right there. And then we're going to put 4 repeaters and make sure that this one's on 4, this one's on 2, and then these 2 are both on 1. So that's our purple circuit done. And we're actually going to go ahead and take out our 2 regular pistons, place one of them right there, and grab our other hopper as well. And we're going to place it off of a block next to the piston. So place a temporary block there, put the hopper, and then break the temporary block. And that's just so that we can have this hopper be basically pushed by this piston, and then it's going to be pushed up there once we have the double piston extender set up. But we'll worry about that in a minute. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to our magenta circuit. Go ahead and put one here, make a little L shape like so, and then another one going up there. Skip a block, and then place 4 and one going up. And that's all the magenta blocks that we need. So we can actually go ahead and put another piston here. And, I mean, you can kind of see those 2 are going to, alternate back and forth. Go ahead and take out your repeater. Put 1 on 4 ticks right there. 1 on 2 ticks. And then 2 on 1 tick. We're going to take a repeater there. A comparator here. And then dust on top of all of these. And a torch right there. Oh, and get a little bit of piston action going on over there. But yeah, so that's our magenta circuit done. Now all we have left is light blue and dark blue. So if we go ahead and do the light blue, we can come right here, put 2 off of the pink, and then 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So it's kind of like a big L. Then we can go ahead and do 3 like that, 1 there, and then we can do 1, 2, 3 right there as well. And now we can take out our dust And we're going to do those 4 right there. Go ahead and put 2 right here and 1 right here. And then we're going to take out our repeaters, and we're going to do 1 on 4 ticks, 1 on 2 ticks, 1 on 1 tick, and we're going to come down to the bottom and do 1 on 3 like that. So then we can go ahead and take out our sticky pistons, and we're going to put a temporary block here so that we can do 1 there, break that temporary block, and then we can make sure this block is gone first of all. I guess I should have said that earlier. And we're going to want to place the other sticky piston on this, but the easiest way to do that is probably just going to be to go up to the top, break this stair, and then that'll extend, put the stair back, and there we go. So we're done with our pistons and our sticky pistons. I'll just go ahead and take out the dark blue. We're almost done with this whole thing, honestly. So that's everything for the light blue circuit. Now all we have left is the dark blue. So, I mean, you can kind of see I did a little layout here. But this corner of the red circuit, you can go ahead and put 2 blue, and then 1 extra block, 3 blue, another extra block, and then 2 more blue. And go ahead and put repeaters on 4 ticks of delay on all of these. So you should have 7 repeaters total, all on 4 ticks. And that should be everything. Everything aside from the actual contents of the dropper. So for now, if you're putting 9 random items, feel free to just break this stair and put all your items in here. So actually here I can just show you. Here we go. So if we were to flick this down, it'll give us 3 random items. Flick it up, and it'll swap our hopper into place, and then swap it back out, and then we can do it again. But yeah, so for those of you who, which I assume is probably most of you, that want to do these banners, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so to start off, you're going to need 6 white banners. I already have 4 of mine already made, so I'm only going to have 2. But just make sure you have 6 white banners. And let's go ahead and get started on the 7 banner, because that one's super simple. You can probably, if you've ever worked with banners, you can probably already figure it out. You're going to need 2 red dye, 2 white dye, and 4 lime dye for both of these banners. So go ahead and take this, I don't know what this is called, Red Chief Fess, the top 1/3 of it. Put that on a white banner. Take another red dye and do this diagonal line. The Red Bend Sinister. Put that on there. And then put a white dye and do the border. And there you go. We've got the 7. That one's nice and simple. Now the $sign's a little more complicated, but it's not too bad. So go ahead and put your white banner up there. We're going to do the Lime Chief Fess, the top 1/3. And then the bottom 1/3, which is Lime Base Fess. Another lime dye, and we're going to do this slash, which is just Lime Bend. Go ahead and drop that there. Take your white dye, do the white border, and finally do the line down the middle, the lime pale, or pale, I don't know. But yeah, so that's our $sign. And once you have those made, take your extra white banners and you can craft them together to make more of the same kind of banner. Make sure you have 3 of each. And yeah, make sure also take an anvil, and you're going to want to make sure that each of them has a different name so that they don't stack with each other. Because if they stack with each other, it's just going to be a pain and it won't work the way you want it to. Same with these sweet berries. You want to make sure that you have 3 differently named sweet berries. So you see they don't stack with each other. we can come over here, drop all 9 of these in there, take our pale oak stairs or whatever stairs you're using, and yeah, we have a working slot machine. And what I like about this design is that it really preserves the illusion of, like, if you walk up and you're not actually playing the slot machine, it just looks like a slot machine. It doesn't look like something that, you know, you see a hopper and you're like, okay, so this is something Redstone-y. But you come up and you're like, oh, let me pull this lever. Oh, and it runs. And then you flip it up and it resets itself. But yeah, the one thing I will say, a little disclaimer, just make sure that you don't flick this lever too quickly, because it can mess it up. What I would recommend specifically with this, wait until all 3 of these are empty before you flick this lever again. So like, oh, hey, look at that, we got a jackpot. That's pretty good. But yeah, so that's that. Not too complicated. It is a little goofy looking. I'm sure it could be a little more compact. This is just the way that I ended up designing it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And as usual, if you want to see more videos like this, feel free to check out the playlist down in the description below. I've got a bunch of random Minecraft showcases and stuff. But yeah, anyway, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later.